Hello guys, Moses here. We have a table and it has data for these countries, and this is the population in 1960, 1961, and we have their change. I tried visualizing the data, and also we are going to take this a step further to make it more interesting. Now for the visualization, you can see every change here is indicated by either a positive or a negative. Every negative is indicated by a sad emoji, and also the font within that cell will be red. A positive one will have a green and kind of I don't know whether, I think this is a happy emoji. And we are going to actually, like I said, to take this a step further, whereby if I check, for example, in that, because it's a negative change, I put a 0, hit on enter. This one, actually, let's name this to be check or something. Maybe you can name it however you want. So because this is a positive change, if I enter 1, hit on enter, I get a tick. And also, like you have observed, this will change. The cell will be crossed out, and also the font will change to something green. I think this should be green. The same trend continues. Every change, if I input 1, I'll have a green tick, and also the number will be crossed out and the font will change to green. I think that should be interesting now. So 0, nothing changes within our numbers here, and also we get a cross which is red. Here I enter 1, you can actually see what's happening here. So that's what we are going to do in this video. So I'm going to remove everything, and then we are going to start from scratch, so make sure you follow every step. The first thing, we're going to calculate the change between these 2 years. So is equals to, we open the bracket, then we need to minus this logically should be the bigger number, so minus this other one here, we cross the bracket, and then we're going to divide by original population, which is 1960. We hit on enter, so we have 0.06. that's the change, that's not the percentage change. So I double click on that to populate the whole of our column like that. So we now have the percentage change, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to manipulate some of the data so that we get to have like negative changes. Like for example, in this one, let's remove several, like let's remove like that. Let's see, yeah, we have a negative change there. And this other one can just remove 1 digit so that we get to have several which are, let me first of all have this one which is closer here. So originally this was not negative, but we're just manipulating the data to favor our demonstration, so that should be okay. Now we have several which are negative, so we have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's add several more. Go here, just remove 1 digit like that, and also even this one should just remove that. So at least now we have several representatives. We have a negative change and also a positive change. We are okay up to that point. I think I'm okay now. So highlight everything like that, then click on the percentage, and let's increase the decimals. So that should be okay. So I think now we are good and we are settled. So now that we are done with calculating the percentage, I want to visualize this. What I need to do is just right click on the highlighted table, click on format tables, go all the way to custom. So after clicking on custom, highlight here, because this is where you want to type square bracket. I don't know whether they're called that, but just type that, color 10, which is green. Then we cross our bracket, and we want to indicate the positive change, so 0.0%. And this should be indicated by an emoji. For Windows, press on Windows, then that full stop to open the emoji. Which one should you, let's say that one, it's closer to us. So we have that emoji there, and then the semicolon. Press the semicolon. We are done with the positive change, so we are going to the negative change. The same bracket. Just tell me in the comment region what we call this bracket. This time I'm going to choose color 3, which is red, and then cross our bracket as usual. This time negative change, so negative 0.0%, and we are done. The only thing that we need to add there is a sad emoji. So what I'm going to do is Windows full stop. Don't know whether it's a period or a full stop, whatever. I'm going to pick this one. It looks sad, but you can just look for others here. There are so many, so you can just actually let's yeah, we are going to use that. But let's remove one of them because we now have several. Just remove this one so that we just only remain with one. Actually, you can add as many as you want. So then click on OK, and you can see our data. It looks nice. So negative change indicated by a change in color and also a sad emoji. Positive change, green, and kinda happy emoji. And we are done with that part. So what we're going to do is to now format our check. And this is the column that you're going to input maybe something so that when we type here, we can be able to like indicate something about this data. I know you can remember what you did. So what you're going to do, highlight the whole of that column like that, then go to conditional formatting. We want a new rule. Then in our new rule, we just only want to work with icon sets. So you select those, then you select the icons which looks appealing to you. I want those ones. I want to work with only the first two, and this is okay. I want a tick, and then this one should be a cross, and this one should have nothing, so no cell icon. Click on it because I want to only use these two. Then on this part here, make sure this box is checked, show icon only, and then for the value, change this to a number and also this one to a number. The first one I want to, when I type 1, I should get a tick. When I type 0, I should get a cross. And I think up to that point you're okay. So we can just click on OK, and our column is now formatted. So that's a positive change. If I type on 1, I hit on enter, I get this icon. It's a tick. Then for the positive change, then just give them 0, hit on enter, and actually we get a cross which is red. The same thing can just go on and on and on and on, like 1 0 1 0 0. We can just go as much as you want. Now because we have a predefined number here which is 0 and 1, we can use a formula which will inspect the change which will happen in this column and maybe do something else within maybe either this or any other column here. We can just decide to have so many of them formulas. Now we are done with this, so we can just, let's first of all delete it. So that one is working. What we want is the change of color of this column, and this will be depending on what we have here. And also we are observing this to see what we are going to input in our column. I know I'm now confusing enough. Anyway, we are just going to highlight our column like that. Click on conditional formatting. Again, go to the new rules, but this time click on this final one. Use a formula to determine which cells to be formatted. So that's what we want. Now click on here because this is where we want to create our rule. Type on is equals to. Now when our cell here is 1, which is now this is cell F2, when F2 equals 1, we can format. We can actually go further. We want to strike through the whole thing, so it will be stricken through, and then we can change the color to something like I don't know which one for demonstration. Which one would be visible? I think no, red. We've been using red and orange. I don't know. Let's use blue. I think that will be, I'm not sure, but maybe that will be okay. So now we are done. You can just click on OK, and now our formula here, well, not actually formula, our rule here will be if F2 will have 1 in it, which will be indicated by our tick, you remember. So it will come to our cell here in this column, and then it will strike through everything, and it will change the color to what we have indicated here. So we decided to choose blue, so I can just click on OK, and OK, like that. So now we have this formatted, and also we have this one formatted, and they're all conditional. So This time if I check on let's say this should be 1, I hit on enter, and you can see here we've made an error. So instead of crossing this adjacent number, we crossed out the wrong one. So what you're going to do, go back to the top, then go to manage the rules. We have this one, then we can edit it. We change this to F2, then hit on OK like that, then apply. Okay, so now we have our rule working. So in case maybe I type on 0 there, nothing will change apart from now having this box checked as a cross. So you can see it changes to blue and then everything is crossed out. So nothing changes there. A change, no change, no change, a change, a change, a change, no change, a change, a change. You can see this is fun. I hope you're enjoying, and actually you can take this a step further to doing a lot. So just go there, be unique, manipulate this as much as possible to make it more interesting to you for data entry, or just playing with your Excel so that you don't maybe forget the skills that you're learning. It's good to play with Excel. If you have not subscribed, you're missing out. Make sure you are subscribed and also hit the notification bell on so that we get to notify you every time I upload something as interesting as this. Peace out.